welcome Healing Fam. Welcome to Sound Healing Sundays. This week I wanted to work on the throat chakra because transparently I'm not feeling too well, and I mostly feel it in my throat as far as like a dryness, cough, things like that. And with the throat chakra, with the throat and just feeling my body and acknowledging symptoms and what my body is trying to communicate, both physically and mentally and emotionally, I wanted to acknowledge that, some things might be affecting my throat chakra. Your throat chakra is the chakra of communication and expression and authenticity. And one thing with expression, and I think one huge part of communication these days with expression that I think people are grasping onto a lot of times is boundaries, right? And how we communicate our boundaries. And I know for myself, I talk about in my Healing Not Healed video about self-correction. And sometimes for myself, when you've had your boundaries violated in some ways, you become rigid. You can be you can over assert your boundaries, if that makes sense, where you become very rigid and you don't allow things in or out, right? And so that can go for everything. Has a spectrum. Too much of anything is just too much, right? And so communication can go, boundaries can go in that same way, or communication can go in that same way, where you go to the extreme of not really being open. And so that is a self-correction that I want to acknowledge and reflect on within myself, and see if there's areas where I need to grow more in how I communicate my boundaries. And so for our journal prompt today, I did want to journal, in what ways can you be more impeccable with your words? In what ways can you be more mindful and intentional with how you communicate your feelings with other people? And so that is what I wanted to journal on today. And so we will do that. We will start with a couple deep breaths, and we'll go into our journal prompt, and then from there we will do our sound healing. All right, so if you take a couple deep breaths with me, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Try to have your lips form the letter O and just really push out the air on your exhale. One more. Okay. So you can get started with that journal prompt. I'll give you about 5 minutes. So I'll share a few things that I noted for myself. I told myself to ask myself the honest answer: is it truthful? Is it useful? There's ways to express myself with integrity that isn't hurtful, even when I'm angry, and I have every right to be angry, but I just can't let it become an excuse to treat people certain ways. Lead with your heart, lead with love, and let the universe take care of the rest. Your truth is your truth. Speak it in a way that doesn't come from a bruised ego, but from love, connection, and compassion. So if you want to get comfortable, again, grab your mat, you can set your journal and pen down and relax. want to send out some extra healing. The light that is in me sees the light that is within you. And I wish you a happy, happy week. Good night.